you tell me your age and where you're from?
I'm 25 years old, and I'm from Brooklyn, New York. That's where I'm with my podcast mate, Zanny. And, we just rocking it out. You know what I'm saying? We're from New York, you got to have the Timbs. But we don't just rock Timbs here, but I had to represent.
I want to ask you the first question. And the first question is, how are you doing mentally today?
Oh, I'm doing mentally well. You know why? Because I'm chasing my dream. You know what I'm saying? I have a purpose. Like, how can you be depressed if you have a purpose?
Oh, wow. I like that. And then my second question for you is, what's the one thing that somebody told you that broke you?
I'm not gonna lie, I remember one time someone in high school, everybody has those things in high school, those times in high school, right? And I feel like a lot of people go through something in high school and it changes their outlook on life a lot and it scars them. Like, people have childhood trauma from high school. But I would say there was this one guy who was sitting with his girlfriend, and I was talking and debating political affairs as a teenager. Like, I didn't know what the fuck I was talking about. But he had an opinion that was different than mine. And so what he did was he say, "Shut the fuck up, you fucking loser. Nobody gives a fuck about you." And I'm like, "What are you talking about? You don't even know me." He's like, "You should just go kill yourself." And I don't know, that shit really pissed me off because, like, I wanted to slap the shit out of him. But I didn't do that because it's like, I was just so shocked. Like, it caught me off guard. So that shit, like, really, like, bent me, you know what I'm saying? And then I told my mom about it, and she's like, "Why you gonna beat his ass?" Like, I just didn't expect that coming from that kid, you know what I'm saying? But also, it just made me go harder and become, the man I am today, you know what I'm saying? So it's like I was a really smaller, skinny kid, you know what I'm saying? And it pushed me in the gym. And, now to this day, I'm into, like, boxing and other type of martial arts and fitness. So it did push me. And sometimes you need that trauma to push you. A lot of the greatest people in this world, they've gone through a trauma to get to where they are today.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So that's how I feel.
So when's the last time somebody told you they're proud of you?
Honestly, my mom. I have a good relationship with my mom. And, like, any little thing that I feel like is little, she'll, congratulate my accomplishments. I also feel like, my mom is the reason why, who I am today, because she had given me that constant support and warmth and love. You know what I'm saying? And sadly, that's not what a lot of people got. You know what I'm saying? They don't got that support, even from their own parents and family. So I am very grateful for that. And I would, thank God that I got a great mom and a great relationship with my mom. Yeah, this morning she said she was proud of me for coming to Vegas.
Oh.
But, it is what it is, I love my mom.
That's beautiful. What would you tell your younger self?
I would tell my younger self, stay strong. Because, like, a lot of the time, like, I look at old pictures of myself, and I'm like, I'm doing this for you, kid. And I used to say, even back then as a younger kid, I would look at myself even younger. I am 25, so I do have some stages in my life, just a little bit. But, like, I would always think about doing it for that young kid. Like, even today as an adult, like, I say I do this for that kid, that young kid that felt small, weak, and vulnerable. You know what I'm saying? And, like, for me to be where I want to be and be successful, my old self is going to thank, you would thank me, you know what I'm saying? So it's like one of those things where, you're doing it for the future. You get what I'm saying? So,
since you have a good relationship with your mom, how does dating in your life now affect you?
Honestly, I see women, I'm not gonna lie, I see myself in a balanced state compared to a lot of red pill guys. I feel like they've been hurt by women, so they take it out on them. But I've been raised by, only a woman. I didn't have my dad in my life like that. And then I had a bunch of sisters. You know what I'm saying? I have like 6 sisters in total, but I live with 3. So it's like I have a different mindset on women. And, like, me being so close to women, I understand that, people have their different females have different nature than men. You just gotta accept that they come with certain things that men don't do on average, and you just gotta accept them for that, and just understand, like, women are gonna be women and men are gonna be men. But at least we can hope as 2 genders to get on a middle ground. You know what I'm saying? So. Yeah.
So you said you have a lot of sisters and you were raised by a single mother. So since that was the case, how do you view feminism and dating with women now?
Honestly, I feel like these women, because of media, we know they, put certain agendas, and I feel like a lot of women are just falling asleep to it. You got, you know what I'm saying? You got girls like Beyonce, you know, preaching to live the single lady lifestyle and all that. But like, they've been with, how long have you been with Jay-Z? I don't know. For millenniums. So it's like these women that they idolize have a certain message, but it's not even what they're following. And then these women are following that. It's like, you know what I'm saying? It's so hypocritical. I feel like feminism is very hypocritical. And it's like these women, they want the perks of what men get, but they don't want to do certain things they don't want to do. They don't want to go out and approach men and ask for their numbers. Like, you know what I'm saying? So what is feminine? Like, you could do all this, but you don't want to do that. And then what about wars? A lot of you don't even want women to fight wars. You know what I'm saying?
That's true, facts.
And you're like, oh, if I'm a woman, a man could do it, I could do it. Okay, sure. When there's World War III going on, who's going to sign up? Like, what woman's going to sign up? Fuck the feminism.
So, I'm going to ask you a question. It's going to be a little controversial. Who do you think the problem is, men or women?
Oh man, I feel like on both sides there's problems. You know what I'm saying? I feel like some men go overboard and some women go overboard. But to me, I'm gonna have to side with men on this one because I feel like we've been dogged down for so long, bro. I feel like we've been like I feel like society and media praises the woman experience over the man's experience. You know what I'm saying? They praise, you know, they hold certain standards and right for women that men can't get away with. You get what I'm saying? Like, You got women that would get with a man, marry him as a plan, then divorce him to get that money. And if you're divorcing a millionaire, you know how you can make bank. It's like most men aren't gonna be able to do that. You get what I'm saying? And it's like, look at the percentage of homeless women compared to homeless men. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like even there's pretty privilege. I feel like there's women that are beautiful on the exterior, but they're given certain privileges other people aren't just because of their exterior. So a lot of those women don't even have to work hard on being interesting, you know, have a personality, because it's like, bro, everything's given to me. Like, guys, we gotta use game, we gotta be witty. So yeah, it's just so many other things that I feel like women have an advantage on. And like, look who dies first. It's like mostly men that die first, not women. You know what I'm saying? But also that could be something biological. But anyway, the point is, I feel like society, all in all, gives certain advantages to women over men. That's just how it is on average. So.
Have you ever in your life hated men or women, and why?
I've hated both. I'm not
Oh,
gonna
damn.
Like, I feel like they say, oh, women this, women that, women are this and that, yeah, yada yada. Yeah, some of that may be true, but your own mans will backstab you. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh.
So it's like,
Facts.
like, and then, like, where are the men at to help you out when you're going through a struggle? It's so hard to find a group of men that want to build each other up without it being, like, jealousy involved and, you know, envy. It's like, you know what I'm saying? So it's hard to make, you know, real guy friends that are really there for you. So I don't really hate women like that, to be honest. Like,
nice.
It's not one of those things where I hate a certain gender. I feel like a certain gender has its own pros and cons. But at the end of the day, I will wrap up and say that the agenda does favor women on average. But men, you're not let loose because you should know better than a woman. Because like, I feel like God put the man over the woman, so you should know better. And for you to act like a bitch, because a lot of men act like women. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I feel. So I feel like there's pros and cons to both genders, and I feel like we should come together because us coming together is what made us all be alive. So why are people separating us when we're the reasons why we're alive? Like,
Facts.
We need to get together, and that's how nature's always ran its course. Man, woman, get together, create humanity. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I feel it.
So a lot of women in today's generation believe that they are top tens, and they believe they're the prize. Who do you think is the prize, men or women?
Obviously, I feel like men are the prize, but women should be cherished in a way of something like a delicate flower compared to like being the actual prize. Because I feel like us men, we work, you know, we grind, and we have to take care of the woman. On average, like, that's the role. You know, the man takes care of the woman. So I feel like we should be looked at as a prize, you know what I'm saying? Something to be won, because like a lot of women, all they have available is just, you know, something between their legs. They don't offer a lot else. While men offer resources, utility. Like, who are you gonna call when your mirror breaks? Like, usually you're gonna call a man to help you out. You know what I'm saying? Even if you get somebody who works, it's gonna be a man who will fix something. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like men should be viewed as the prize, but women should be cherished and treated as such. But I feel like men, we're on the top, and women, are at a certain level, but we do treat them in the way they're supposed to be cherished.
The Tory Lanez and Megan Thee Stallion situation was very, very controversial. Why do you think that black women, when they see black men that are in the limelight getting in trouble, they decide to go and blame all the other black men just for one black man's wrongdoing? Why do you think that is?
I feel like a lot of women have, a lot of black women in particular, they have a household where they're raised by a single mom, and their single mom will tell them certain things about men. Oh, your dad was a deadbeat, your dad was this. And that's instilled in their conscious, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of these women, they grow up from the household hating men, you know what I'm saying? And they whenever a man is down, they want to laugh, like kick him while he's down, you know what I'm saying? It makes them feel better about themselves. And it's just one of those things where it's like, I feel like in the black community as a whole, there's more of a battle between male and female, you know what I'm saying? Like, I would say, like, aren't the highest percentage of unmarried women in race is black women?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So there's something going on in the black community. Like, and it's like, it's just not right. But it's like, that's also what I think the media wants people to do. So, to break up the black household, to perpetuate this ongoing cycle of broken families in the black community and like violence and stuff like that amongst even men in the black community. So it's just
So I have a very controversial question for you. You guys know I'm Mexican, black, and Filipino, so I was raised in a Hispanic household, so I know Hispanic women to the T. Why is it that black men and other men as well like to say that black women are aggressive, but yet Latinas, they smack their man upside their head, they cuss their man out in Spanish? Why is it that men judge black women for that, but don't judge Latinas?
Honestly, I feel like, sadly, it's perpetuated in the media as well. And I would have to go to colorism. I feel like certain races of women are more desired, and I feel like, the media perpetuate it in a way to where, black males want to get the validation of other races of women. And that's sadly how it is on average, where it's seen as a prize to get with a white woman or a mixed chick or a light-skinned chick. And that's not how it should be, because black is beautiful, you know what I'm saying? But there are some brothers out there, and a lot of brothers, like, that, appreciate the woman, but sadly I feel like the media, perpetrates a way for it to be colorism. And if you even look at the top, female celebrities that are, African-American descent, they usually fall in line on the light-skinned side. And I feel like women are beautiful in all shades, so I feel like it goes back to colorism.